Hello. Trying to make a little bit of a series showing the different versions of Slowking that exists, and they are pretty fun to play. And I want to start with Slowking with Solrock and Lunatone. And why is this a version even? The fighting engine is pretty good. Solrock, Lunatone, Fighting Gongs. This allows you to play other basic energies, which allows Crispin. So Crispin can be used to power it up in a single turn, can be used to get an extra energy that then you discard with Lunatone. And I like Energy Switch, and I will show a play that I like to do in this deck a little bit later. And Lunatone has a classic synergy with Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. Is the same with the Phasandipity, and what Ciphermaniac's Codebreakers do in a regular Slowking deck, you can also play a little bit even better since you have also the Lunatone. So Ciphermaniac can be used to put a card on top, then you discard it Slowking, and then can also be used to put two cards on top, and you draw them with Lunatone. So it's very cool to have Solrock and Lunatone in this deck, and it allows some plays that we are not used to seeing in Slowking. So this is the list that I was able to finalize now with Chaos Rising since Metagross. Yeah, I needed a Metagross for this deck to be a little bit better. I can try to tell a little bit of the evolution. This had initially Blood Moon Ursaluna, which I thought would be more important than it is. It was a bad start, it needed a lot of pieces, so I just cut any Blood Moon Ursaluna adjacent cards, tried to focus more on the Solrock and Lunatone, draw cards, and then have the Slowking to clean up the thing or attack once or twice. So yeah, what can I tell you about this? I understand that two Slowpokes are not a lot, and I could put one more. Maybe take away the Powerglass, because I feel that's a little bit hard to pull off. I like the Hassel. It allows you some plays. It's a little bit bad to be a random card, a randomness card. So I understand why people don't play it, but I mean, you still want cards in your hands, and it's better than none, I believe. What can I tell you a little bit more? For Crispin and Energy Switch being 2-2, it's a little bit, not a lot. Same thing can be said about the Academy at Night, banking a little bit on that Secret Box to be as an extra copy of each, if you understand that. I mean, yeah, the list is a bit not weird, but different from other lists. I wanted to switch the 2-2 telepathic and basic. I feel that's the perfect balance. Telepathic allows you to set up, basic energy allows you to play Crispin. Sometimes the two energies, psychic energies, disappear from the deck. For example, there was a game that I played today where the opponent judged me, and then I drew the psychic energy. I only had one in the deck, and then I drew with judge, so Crispin play was not available at the time. But then I had, for example, the Soul Boss, and then attack with Solrock, and had the game also. So it allows some plays. Solrock is an attacker. It's not only for the engine, and that's what we want to see. Meaningful inclusions in the deck. So I want to show a little bit of a play here. Let's see what I can do. Just to show different plays that you can make with this deck. instead of a regular Slowking, since you have access to the Crispin, to the Energy Switch, you have access to a little bit more, not even creative output, but other plays that you cannot do normally. For example, you just attacked with Solrock, you KO the Drippy, or even set up a 2-prizer, whatever. I have Solrock in front with an energy. And sometimes what happens is, while playing Slowpoke, I attach the Psychic to a Slowpoke, and I needed to do that because, of course I did. I need to put as much energy as possible. But with this, and we have Crispin, so I don't need to put a target in a specific Slowpoke. I can just wait a bit. Of course, that's supporter for turn, but it's not the end of the world. So, right now, if they attack, they can KO my Solrock that has energy, not the end of the world. They can KO a Slowpoke, I still have the other one, and they can KO a Latias and take 2 prizes, but that's not also the end of the world. So, of course, it's best to have the 2 Slowpokes. This is a little bit of a worse situation, but it depends again, always depends on the deck that the opponent is playing. But let's see what, if I had this, which is the ideal scenario, let's see what would have happened. So, they KO the Solrock, for example. This is in the discard, I believe. What I put in front? The Latias. Then I could, for example, Crispin. I have the Psychic and the Fighting. In the Slowpoke, Poké Pads for the Slowking. Evolve, Retreat, and attack. Putting on top the Kyurem, for example. Of course, we still always need the cards, and this is a little bit different, a bit difficult to show in these situations. So I hope in the gameplay I can show a little bit better. For example, the KO the Latias. The Latias in the discard. I can put in front the Solrock. Why is this not the end of the world? Because I can still Crispin to a Slowpoke, I can still Poké Pad to a Slowking, but now when I retreat, the energy goes to the discards. I Night Stretcher, for example, the energy is back in the hand. For example, and Lunatone discards the energy and draw 3. Okay, this is not terrible, and it allows me to play to draw 3 cards. Slowpoke, okay. So now this is a little bit of a worse situation to only have 1 Slowpoke. Since I only play 2, this can be a little bit common, and I think it's not even a major situation to improve, but sometimes I over-rely on having 3 Solrocks, and it becomes more of a Solrock fighting engine deck, which is, again, not terrible, because there are a lot of Dragapults, so there are a lot of Drippies, there are a lot of other things that you can KO with 70 HP. So in this situation, for example, oh no, they KO'd my only Slowpoke. Then, of course, I could still try to get a Fighting or both, draw 3 again, for example, and attach to the Solrock, try to recover. I mean, here I could try to recover the Slowpoke, try to put the other one if it's possible. I mean, I have telepathic in this situation. So yeah, like this deck allows some plays that are not very common. Another thing, I mean, it's the Secret Box that allows me to get the Powerglass, which is sometimes I mean, it's there to allow you to use it, but I find it very difficult to be able to change attacks. Lillie, of course, it's relevant, and also having Crispin / Energy Switch with the Lillie's Clefairy, very important, just so you can power up the Lillie. So yeah, this is a little bit of a play that I want to show, and now I want to play a game and show the game.
Okay, let's do a quick game with the deck. See if we can make some more unique plays than another version of Slowking. Try to I mean, yeah. We go second. I believe we go second because to try to attack with the Solrock. Okay, let's see what can we do. I'll put the Latias in play. Okay, let's see. We can draw 2. I mean, okay. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Let's capitalize on that. Codebreaking. We can get the Slowpoke, and we can get another energy. Let's get. I'll go get the raw energy. Yeah, one thing that I understood from this deck is like you always need to have the Slowpoke ready as soon as possible. It can be a little bit hard. But we'll see what he does. Only putting one Froakie, it's pretty good for us. Okay, so this is a pretty good spot for us, but let's... Can we win the game? No, we cannot. So let's just boss. Okay, this game didn't count. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. But yeah, we in a regular Slowking deck, you couldn't do that. You couldn't do that early game pressure. Of course, we got lucky with the hand. But yeah, let's do another one. Try to see if it's a close game or not. In this game, I was playing against a Ceruledge, and he did have a pretty good start, and he was able to KO my only Slowpoke, which slowed down my game plan quite a bit. In this game, it was pretty clear a little bit of the drawbacks of playing this list instead of a regular Slowking. For example, not having backup Slowpokes ready, being a little bit of a energy starved. And in the end, I lost. I wanted to. I needed to Kyurem, Solrock Lunatone, and set up the Volcarona. And when I wanted it, I wasn't able to because I couldn't recover the Kyurem from the discard. Maybe I could have played a little bit better, but playing this deck, it feels very punishing to make mistakes. You need to be thinking. We always need to be thinking ahead, but in this deck, like you can have some pretty good plays, but then if you discard anything too early that's important, maybe you needed to, maybe it was a mistake, but it's pretty punishing to discard the wrong thing. So yeah, I'll do another game right after this, but yeah, we'll do one more just to show that the deck can lose some steam in the middle and in the late game. But yeah, let's do one more just to show that. Okay, a very good start. I will play this and play that. I will play that. Okay, only one is fine. Against Garchomp. Against Garchomp, okay. Don't really like that. But maybe we can do a quick Kyurem snipe. And for that we need to throw away. And for that we need to throw away. Let's do this. Okay, so we can do this by throwing away Secret Box, this and this. We'll go get a Ciphermaniac. This and this and this. And hey, if it doesn't work, it doesn't, but at least we guarantee a Kyurem. Because they probably will Gabite slowly. Let's hope. Okay. I mean, if he plays a Shaman, I'm done for, but let's see. He's doing 40. Okay, nice. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, let's Kyurem this. Let's say Academy at Night. Let's put a Kyurem. And now we need a Ciphermaniac to guarantee another attack. So we need this, and we need. I draw Crispin, and to guarantee another attack, I need the Night Stretcher, for example. Okay. Let's put this on top. I shouldn't put the Night Stretcher on the second slot. I should have put the other Kyurem. This was a misplay. Let's hope I'm bailed out, but this was a misplay. And I mean, the Crispin would have shuffled the deck also, so it doesn't really matter the second slot since we don't have a Lunatone Solrock to draw. Okay, special red cards. First of many. No, this was. Oh, I mean, yeah, this was perfect. Special red card did nothing. Hooray! Okay, so yeah. And now you play a Gabite and don't play a Shaman, right? Because. Okay, yeah. Okay, fine. So I'll probably stop here, cut my wins, so I don't have to lose anymore. But yeah. So let's do a little bit of a overall takes from this deck. What are my main points regarding this deck? This is a bare bones Slowking deck. If Slowking is inconsistent, this deck is much more inconsistent. However, you have the trade-off of doing the Solrock and Lunatone, doing 70, drawing cards. But yeah, this is a much more inconsistent Slowking, but can have some pretty good upsides. Since we have a lot of space occupied by the fighting engine, we don't have a lot of space for the versatility of Slowking attackers. We don't have a lot of space for Lillies, for more consistency. We have a consistency engine that relies on having the pieces, which is terrible for a bad hand and a bad start. Playing few Slowpokes, it's bad for your setup, screwed up by pricing, so maybe we can put another one on there. And we probably need more energy acceleration, Crispin, and to a point energy switch is not enough. We maybe need a Wondrous Patch or even Waitress, I don't know. So yeah, this was a little bit of an overview. Like, I hyped up the deck because I was excited about it. A few games were pretty good for me. But yeah, I can see why this is not has not picked up in popularity. And to compensate, I kind of just want to play a good Slowking deck if that exists. So I'll probably just play Slowking Dragapult if I want the Crispin. But next video I will make on Slowking and Kangaskhan and the Latias and everything that we want, just so it's a regular Slowking and we can show what this deck can do and have fun playing. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more Slowking, and like the video and all that. So thank you.